is Archive for 12, and today we have a new Cam Steady rap cipher. There's some people on here because, you know, there are multiple Pokemon types out there. Look at this list. We've got Cam Steady, Freshy Kanal, True Evil Villain, McGwire, Callon B, Matt Foyo, Ham Sandwich, I always screw that name up. Politicess, Kevin Krust, Dripstick, Is That Frost, Mere Blackwell, Ty Wild, 954 Mari, Kwite, Peso Pete, Chi-Chi, makes sense, Chi-Chi's the fairy type, Connor Quest, Shwabadi, and it's produced, mixed and mastered by Freshy Kanal, and guitar production by Longest Soul Ever. That's a lot of people on this. This is going to be wild. And for the record, I'm eyeing Psychic type, Electric type, and Fighting type, and Ghost type. To me, my personal favorites. Actually, speaking of that, hold on a second. There we go. I kind of forgot I wanted to wear this shirt for this reaction. But yeah, those are my 4 favorite types of Pokemon. Is Electric, Fighting, Psychic, and Ghost. And so I am really hoping that those 4 are the ones that like blow me out of the water. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because we'll be pausing and I will be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started. I already like this beat.
They asking what's it like when you're born into a war, you gotta love to fight. So pull your weapon from the forge, we're gonna rush the site. If you gon' touch the mic, then tell me what's your type. Cause I ignite that, the way the mag be. And when my car go, then in the backseat, they hit the brakes and at the side.
I'm liking how, okay, if this is how all these guys are gonna do it, this is gonna be amazing. I like how he just kind of like casually inserted Magby and Mass Cargo directly into the lines and made it work so well that if you didn't know those were Pokemon, you would have missed it immediately.
Pull your weapon from the forge, we're gonna rush the site. If you gon' touch the mic, then tell me what's your type. Cause I ignite that, the way the mag be. And when my car go, then in the backseat, they hit the brakes and at the...
And Litten. And Litten. I didn't catch Litten the first time.
Tight the heat ran like a track beat. My fire is swagger gorilla like I'm in a Tambi. Your song torch, some board all over me. You're seeking my dropping so Charlotte. Torchic. Oh, Cam is laying it on hard. Like a gorilla, like I'm in a Tambi. Your song torch, some board all over me. You're seeking my dropping so Charlotte thinking that they over here. I'm Charles, that they over me, but every chance in front of me to jog it. That's my fireplace. The name is Storms in Normandy. I've been past the piece, bring the flooding back. Cause when I blast the beam, there's the bubble bath. Glitches, tragedies, too much water chap. I dive in first with the aqua jet, so you won't have the upper hand. Attack when I go psycho with the pump, I got the hydro. I'm a sucker for the tide flow, so jump the fuck off my boat. Kyogre brings the forecast, we pour it in masses. Sea storms in the havoc, I'm 3/4 of our planet.
Okay, so also I forgot that I also really like grass types as well. So grass types also on my list of Pokemon that Pokemon types that I'm really hoping are strong. Because my very first Pokemon was Bulbasaur, ever. And I've always been mostly a grass-type starter. Anyway, so Freshy, like, there was not any, like, casual slip-ins like what Cam did, but all of Freshy's lines were, like, very, very on-point, hard-hitting, and impactful. I don't think that I could see a single fault in that rap at all. He was able to really just go with the flow, you know. He was, you know, I'm curious to see how True Evil Villain is going to like continue this in the wake of Freshy's verses, because yeah, that was just a solid solid rap, you know. Anyway,
first three, told that boy come and tap in. A red is top, hell looking like an Ashland. Trap kick him, dump his body in a trash bin. Ain't trying to battle, get your ass off the grass then. Grass gems looking like a solar beam on a wrist. Like it's on overgrow, we up the green in a pinch. Let's with us your whole team in a split. Fuck your top five, we the top three in this bitch.
Well, like I said, the grass type is definitely in my top 5. I unfortunately I felt like that one was like it was good. It was good. It was very, very entertaining, but fire and water kind of like beat it out right there, I think, honestly. Also, I've noticed that like so far it's been like fire, water, and grass, like obviously the 3 starters primarily. And then normal type is almost always the next Pokemon that you find in the Pokemon games. It's either, you know, like Rattata or Pidgey or Spearow or what is it, Zigzagoon, I think, or Starly. Like normal type is almost exclusively like the next type you find after your starter. So I think that, I don't know if that was coincidental or if that was intentional, but I find that to be very interesting, a very, very unique little thing that popped up in my mind as they switched the types.
It's on plain Jane best time. Scarfed up, one shot bedtime. Got red norm bitch, get right here. You waking up the king of the Titans, you got a deadline. Slow start, but we go hard, pulling hyper beam. Get loud like an X-Cloud, holding down the team. Yo yard, we don't throw now, we no shady P. New stuff on Route 1, bringing normalcy.
Okay, so and then next one usually you find is also bug type. So like, yeah, I feel like this might be going at least in these first 5 in order of appearance in almost every Pokemon game. So far my favorites have been fire, normal, water, and then grass. In that order. I feel like that grass type, unfortunately, was just the weakest of the 4 that we've heard so far. McGwire's was just fun to listen to. I really enjoyed that. Cam's with all the casual slip-ins and introductions, like Cam just went hard with that introduction. So it's kind of difficult for me to like not put him at number 1 right now. And then, like I said, the water type ones, like they just that was just a really solid wrap. Grass type was also pretty solid, but it just, in my opinion, was just a little weaker. So far, everybody's doing a fantastic job. I just feel like there are certain things that could have been done. A few more references for the grass types that I feel like could have like made it better. And because we didn't get those, it didn't live up to the expectations I was hoping it would. This is reminding me a lot of the Eevee rap cipher, actually. In that everybody just has like, you know, like, what is it, like 8 lines to basically make their point, and they're making their point fairly well. And the Eevee rap cipher is one of my most listened to ciphers. So I like the fact that this is like quick, you make your point, you move on.
Stay buzzing, got a tree line drumming. And on that nuggets, I stay Callon puffin'. Me drill keeper, Vespa Quinn on scene. I can't get the cutie flies off me. Pop my quiver dancing, they build that spider. Overwhelm me or silk trap, they can't color me. Size of my colory answer, my dungarees too pimp about every. I'm a legendary bird, cause
I gotta say, I'm like, the bug one wasn't my favorite. The bug one wasn't even close to my favorite. Like, that one is definitely like the lowest out of my rankings right now. It was just like, it was fine, but I didn't really find that it had anything that was like super impactful, unfortunately.
Color me, size of my colory answer, my dungarees too pimp about every. I'm a legendary bird, cause I'm moving with grace.
No offense to Matt Foyo, but I would have laughed if Aerial Ace was the one who was doing the flying type, honestly. I'm not saying that like Matt Foyo won't do a good job. I'm just like, the irony of that would have, like, I probably would have died.
My colory answer, my dungarees too pimp about every. I'm a legendary bird, cause I'm moving with grace. Zooming past the faces, you could say uno, dos, tres. So fly when I aerial ace with my ray crazy, you can make an escape. This ain't no stakes on a plane.
I like the reference to Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres with the unos, dos, tres. That was really good. The snow snakes on the plane one though. Oh man, that was funny.
Oh hi, you couldn't reach it with your dodo, bro, don't try. When my window hits the dual wing beats, you can say your goodbyes. You'll be seeing 2 W's in the blue sky. Out of
the flying one was pretty good. If I'm going to do a ranking right now, it's still gonna be fire. And I'm thinking about these as they're going on as well. So I'd still do fire, normal, water, grass, flying, and then bug. No, actually, I take that back. I'm going to put flying above grass. So it would be fire, normal, water, flying, grass, bug. In order, currently. This is gonna be a trip trying to recall that when I get to the final one.
Swamp had to hit the ground running. They wanted water, but I gave him something sunny. You a bunny trying to kick it with the grave diggers. High horsepower in the Rari, I'm a lane switcher. Cat out the mud in this arena is my trap house. I'm mixing muddy water with the fiends until I black out. I'm sipping on that poison like a glass core. They hate to see when I score. The siren on my hips, so tread lightly before I crash out.
The ground one didn't do anything for me, but maybe that's just because of the fact that I'm not a humongous ground type Pokemon trainer. Like the only ground type Pokemon that I usually enjoy using are, typically speaking, like Rhydon, Nidoking, Aggron, I think is his ground type as well. It's been a while since I've used him. Nidoqueen, if I don't have Nidoking accessible. If you notice, I'm a really big fan of like the bipedal kaiju style Pokemon. Groudon is like the only one that I can think of right off the top of my head that's like solid ground type. And like those are really that's really it. There's a few others that might have ground type as a secondary feature, like maybe Steelix if I use Steelix. But for the most part, like ground type is not a type that I'm really all that into. It's got too many weaknesses for my liking, and I feel like I can subvert those weaknesses with other Pokemon. So it's not one that I typically gravitate towards. So for me, that particular wrap, it just felt a little weak. So unfortunately, that one's gonna have to go last place now. I'm sorry, Ham. You did a good job with it, but I guess the references didn't stick with me. Like, there were only a couple Pokemon called out, and I don't know. You were talking more about like the ground itself than ground type Pokemon when it comes to like muddy waters and sucking up the poison and stuff like that. Like that, I don't know. To me, it didn't have that much connection to Pokemon in general. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased specifically because of the fact that I don't use ground type very often.
Clear body, Reggie rockin' a posse, leave his head out of left eyes looking like Geodude when a red spot him. Squad started begin down in no damn my shit. More holes of diamonds got him thinking that the jeans rock man for the best, so Pro don't stop. Bro gon' lock in till his bands get dry. Cause Pro he fully, really coolly had an eye on the rock. And Brody know me ever love, had a shot when I wide. Damn.
That's why I just saw Kevin Krust just did. I got a feeling that if Steel type is that clever, Steel type's gonna be interesting. I also just noticed that every single one has like, well, I haven't just noticed, but I like the combination lock transition. Every single thing has had its own little like unique animated transition to the next one. I like Steel types. Okay, so Rock, definitely not in last place. If I was going to rank it, it would be fire, normal, water, rock, grass. No, I would put it below grass. So fire, normal, water, grass, rock, bug, and ground, and I think that's all we've heard so far. So yeah, that would be my ranking currently.
To the alloy, ha. Yeah, we made a gross amount of money, now we on top. They met hands that break songs, so ring the bell dawn. Metal claw, like the boost of my nature is adamantium. Took agenda type, but not GPTs. To take on my A-Ron, we'll add the GG. Crank the heat and went far from ideal, but you're hard pressed to find bars without steel. Keeping it up.
Okay, it started off really strong, and by the end of it, it was just kind of mid. So I'm gonna have to put that one like square in like probably 5th place right now. I feel like it could have been better. It could have been better. It started off so strong, but the ending just kind of like fell flat to me.
100 like buzzy buzzing nuzzle, you better run away. 9 in the plus with double trouble, I'll get the muzzle spraying. More peck on how they switch face, but we wasn't phased. Put some gold on my grill, I'm using thunder fade. Mask start repping, a rap so shocking it's wired in me. Grab my weapon, I zap those targets and slide them. Wrote on phone trolls, getting swiped like we brightening. Iono going live, we the way virally.
Okay. Electric is number 2 now. So fire, electric, and normal are my 3 favorites currently. That was so good.
Like a Z crystal cryogonal, megastones and abomas, no evolution ain't optional.
See, and this is what I'm talking about, okay? If Aerial Ace had done that with the flying, I would have died laughing. Having Frost as the ice type, they knew what they were doing when they decided to plan this out, okay? I love it. I love it.
Shine bright, like a Z crystal cryogonal, megastones and abomas, no evolution ain't optional. Catch a cold, I cure on black and white like a domino. How you feeling, but with thick fat on the abdominal? Stop with City Gym, leaving puzzled the way I slide. I can fuck with Officer Jenny, the mammoth swine. And I'm tailing with a 9 in the Lolo. The boss told him always hailing in July with these rhymes, cause Frost wrote him.
Okay, Ice type is number 4 now. Ice type's number 4 now, so yeah. That Frost was on point with that. That was really good.
Punchline, I turn any track to a punch out. Punch drunk, spike him to the ground, try to punch now. Uppercut, leave him in the sky, we gon' touch cloud. Hell bring to the bell ring, it's a tough round. Make you talking, annihilate on pig, and I do you like a Kuma, it's a demon full of rage again, go ape again. My aura crazy on my singing shit, I'm fire feet, I send my layers in just like a blazer.
Okay, I'm gonna re-listen to that because I want to make sure that I'm fully understanding everything that's going on in it. So I'm going to rewind that one because I really, like, I feel like there was a couple of things that flew over my head and I was trying to grasp it, and because of that I got distracted. So I'm going to re-listen to that because I want to give an accurate judgment.
Rhymes cause Frost wrote him. For the punchline, I turn any track to a punch out. Punch drunk, spike him to the ground, try to punch now. Uppercut, leave him in the sky, we gon' touch cloud. Hell bring to the bell ring, it's a tough round. Make you talking, annihilate on pig, and I do you like a Kuma, it's a demon full of rage again, go ape again. My aura crazy on my singing shit, I'm fire feet, I send my layers in just like a blazer.
Okay. Solid number 5. Solid number 5 right now.
Colorful mug, a low line, no scum corrosion. How you still rusty as fuck? Grew with a heel with black sludge in blood. Look pro gunk that glowed up, stepping chest puffs. So what's up? Your girl rockin' with me is tossed the breach, scope and slaughter beat. We gas levitate, coughing the wheezing, got you with green dot up between your eyes. Slow king Galarian species, snakes backwards, and I stomp 23s, bitch.
Oh, they're making it hard now to figure out exactly what my order is going to be. Poison was strong. Ty Wild with Poison was real strong. Damn, that was good. He had just a few subtle references to Pokemon, but at the, to actual like Pokemon species, but at the same time, like between that, the beat switched a little bit, so it was mostly bass thumping in the background. Like that whole section was just really well crafted. I think that's going to be in my number 3 slot right now, is Poison. So that bumps McGwire out to number 4. That was that bumps the normal type out to number 4. That was yeah, I
Soul
really
Crusher, Spirit Killers, we Ghostbusters. Umbreon, gold rings glow when foes touch this. Absolutely a disaster, close up with Tyrant.
I love myself Absol. That okay, so I like the fact that he slipped that in like how Cam did with the fire type stuff.
King of Lion species, snakes backwards and I stomp 23s.
Dark soul crushers, spirit killers, we ghostbusters. Umbreon, gold rings glow when foes touch us. Absolutely a disaster close up with Tyranitar eruptions, getting your dome dusted. Been bugging on me, I don't believe in psychics. Dark rot, Eden, rise and dreams in silence. We vibe with 3 cleavers cause we been violent. Hound dooms all black dogs with heat beside them.
That was pretty solid. That was pretty solid. I'd probably put that at number 6 underneath normal types. It was really strong, but at the same time, there were only a few things in there that really stuck out to me. So for that reason specifically, I'm like there was enough there to not drop it any lower, but not enough to rise it above. So I'm going to put that as a solid number 5, which you know is very impressive to me. Considering the fact that it's going against some stiff competition. Cam's still opening at number 1 though, so like I'm really hoping we've still got Ghost and Psychic out of the 5 that I love to go. So I'm really hoping that Ghost or Psychic can challenge for that number 1 spot because they're some of my favorites, and I really want to see it.
When match, you take my shadow balls and take my kids. Diamonds on my eyelids like it stabilizes. Your bankroll go lurk for a late to stabilize it. Too scared to take your mask off to say what you did. Irritating a colored pair of sneakers, shit's poorly. This is shadow force back and forth through all the story. Got a big ass mouth, no dust and water imitate. You did lost last place, frost lashes rolling dates.
Ghost is number 2. I thought Ghost had a really solid go there. There were a lot of like just really good bars. It was completely consistent the entire time. The Norman Bates line is wild. That was wow. A lot of the bars in there were just like subtle references or actual Pokemon names in like Yamask, just like inserted into it. It's like that was really clever. It was really clever. Not enough to beat Cam. I still think Cam did it a little bit better, but still really clever.
First gen pop non-stop was delightful. 2 kicks feel like 2 spoons, very mindset. Abracadabra, my faithful disciples. Mind over matter, cause what matters solely mine. Like ain't no rhyme, unless I'm freezing on a dime. Off green, different scene, like I'm turning back time. All mine, that's the ending to the next bar of mine. Left this money future side and came back next night. All
it started off so strong, and I feel like for one, you've got, if you wanted to keep that rhyme scheme going, you've got Mr. Mime right there as part of the rhyme scheme, who's a psychic type. You could have easily inserted that in there and broken that up from like, because like it's like 3, I think he said mine, all mine or mine 3 times. And one of those could have easily had a bar switch so that way it was Mr. Mime. So like that way it wasn't so monotonous. Like you were this close to greatness, but because of that, you're going in number 4. So those are all of my favorites. And unfortunately, Cam is still rocking at the number 1 spot. So the fire types are winning. Ghost type is a fairly solid, but not quite close number 2. I guess I'll take silver medal.
Better stay on my wild. Sylvie on the beat with the dancing in style. Get ya, eagerly, jiggly, wiggly up on the floor. Baby, think you're tough enough, talking on you at the door. Cause they vlog, yes, in and out, more rest, chorus. Nothing natural, rolling through your kind of boy. Is down, get coffee. My kiss is sweet. Call me at the way of a forming alchemy.
Oh, that's going in the number 2 spot. Fairy's taking number 2. So that makes the top 3 now, Fire, Fairy, and Ghost. Chi-Chi really killed that. That was good.
Tip those scales, we don't clip no nails. Never claw mark, switch to the wind blows gales. And the more large Nordons whip those tails. Cause I think
why is... Okay, hold on a second. I'm rewinding that because I got caught up in the beat. They got a freaking chorus going for the dragon types. Like, what is that?
Call me at the way I'm performing alchemy.
Tip those scales, we don't clip no nails. Leave a claw mark, switch till the wind blows gales. And the more large Nordimes whip those tails. Got that thick kind and your skin so frail. Come and dance with me, we can ride like a knight. Got a lance with me, know your iris in line. This ain't fantasy. You're outplayed, outraged, outpaced, outdated, outpatient, outrage.
I'm gonna put Dragon type as #1 now. I think I like Dragon type just a tiny bit more than Fire type in this rap. So Connor and the Dragon types are now at #1, which boosts Cam to #2 and Chi-Chi to #3. I really like how Connor managed to like slip in so many different references while also changing them so they weren't direct references.
Straight shimmering, cold glimmering.
Hold on, Stellar? Hang on. Maybe this is referencing something from Scarlet and Violet that I haven't gotten to yet. But what is Stellar? I don't recall Stellar being a type in Pokemon. I was wondering where Shwabadi was. I'm like, Dragon type's the last one, isn't it? So can someone please like enlighten me what Stellar type is? Because like I said, I am 99% positive that they've never had a Stellar type before. So that must be something from Scarlet and Violet that I haven't gotten to yet, because I haven't even beaten all the gyms in Pokemon Violet. I was playing that on TikTok for a while. And I got to like, I think 3 of the Pokemon, the giant Pokemon that you have to like battle. And I also got through 4 of the gyms, and then I haven't touched it since because I was playing it for TikTok, and I kind of need to go back in there and do that. But it's been like a year, and I don't know if TikTok wants to see it anymore. But anyway, so I don't remember there ever being a Stellar type. Like, is that something that must be something new? It would make sense because there are a lot of Pokemon that are supposed to reference various things about stellar phenomena, like Deoxys or Clefairy, because Clefairy is constantly said to be from the moon. So, like, I'm kind of curious as to exactly what this means. Like, what Pokemon is Stellar type?
Chrysalis soul, living symbol, the fact is my code different. No, all the glitters and gold, bro, no kidding. Turn the D rank ones and the S's, I'm so sibilant. Right upon them, bet the stellar form can stop the weather storming. In the fight, and every single side is started metamorphing. Terrestrializing in the rise, you'll see the terraforming. I'm changing types on every guy, I'm really terraforming.
See, I can't. I'm having a trouble ranking. I'm just gonna have to like rank the Stellar type based on how I enjoyed it, because of the fact that I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna rank Stellar type number 4, which leaves my top 3. Dragon type, Fire type, and Fairy type for this rap. Those were my 3 favorites, personally. That was a very, 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 very well crafted and thought out rap. Everybody did a great job. Some people had a little bit more to work with than others in terms of their like types, and because of that, they managed to like really shine through the competition. I'm kind of sad that none of my my 5 favorites ended up in the top 3, but that's okay. Everybody did a great job, and ultimately, yeah, this is definitely going on my Spotify playlist. This was great. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for joining me. I am Arkoff at 12, and I will see you in the next video.